Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Mrs. Diva. Welcome to the YouTube channel of Mrs. Diva and Facebook channel of Facebook page of Mrs. Diva and now TikTok channel of Mrs. Diva as well. I know it is after a long time that we are doing a live session on YouTube, but I was covering such an important topic today and such a sensitive topic today that I wanted it to reach more people on YouTube as well, and that is why I decided that I should do this, take up this topic on YouTube Live. Before we begin, guys, let me just tell you the today's topic that we are dealing with. We will be covering up what to do when someone copies your work, what are the possible solutions, some prevention steps, and what to do when such situation has come up. So these are the three major things that we will be touching today. And before that, let me just introduce you to myself. So those of you who know me, for those who do not, my name is Astha Jain, and I'm the founder of Mrs. Viva. And I'm a business coach for women entrepreneurs. I coach them and I help them in growing their company, growing their venture, making it more profitable and scalable as well. I'm also a mentor for housewives and moms who want to become financially independent and who want to start something of their own, but they are not very sure that what should they do. So I brainstorm with them, I give them ideas, I suggest them what they could possibly take up as a career depending on their hobbies and skills. Guys, this was a little bit about Mrs. Viva and me. And I would just like to take a minute more, maybe, so that let's allow other people also to join in. Okay, so let me just thank you all very much for constant support that you guys are providing me. And gradually, we are growing as well as a channel. We are growing as a platform. We are growing. Our Facebook group is working very, very well, and we have a lot of registered members there. And guys, please just keep supporting me like this. It motivates me. It acts as a confidence booster for me also, and I feel so good that because when I started, I was just one single person, and I just had my family and just a few friends with me, and now I have support of so many of you, which is such a great feeling, and it gives me confidence that the work that I'm doing is valuable and it is helping all of you. Guys, please don't forget to share my videos. Don't forget to comment on them, give a like wherever you're watching them, even if you're watching on YouTube or if you're watching on Facebook page, or in my in our Facebook group, wherever you're watching, please just give it a like, drop a small comment, share your views, give me feedback. Feedback, guys, is very important, and I'm always open for feedback. All of you know it. So we have Ritu with us. Hi, Ritu. How are you doing? I know that you have been waiting for this session. You have mentioned it to me quite a few times, and we have my mom also. Hi, Mama. How are you doing? Okay, so I think let's just start off with the topic for today. So, like I said, the topic that we're covering today is what to do when someone copies your product or your service or your work. Now, guys, this is a very, very common problem, more common than we all know. And I can tell you from my personal experience that it feels very disheartening. You feel very sad when someone copies your product. And I have been into this startup world for like 7 years now, and I totally understand that at times it becomes very saddening for us when we see that people are copying our work. They are they might think in their mind that they are just taking an inspiration, but actually they are just copying our work. And it has happened to me very recently, pretty recently, guys. Some of you, those of you who care so much about me, you guys only came back and you told me that other groups and other people on Facebook have started imitating the things that I'm doing and the processes that I'm following. But somehow I am here today because of my talent and because I know what I'm doing, and I really have the support of some wonderful people with me, and I really do not think that anybody can take that away. And the steps that I'm mentioning today, these are the steps that I have personally taken and I continue to take so that the damage is minimum. So I might not have been able to stop anybody from copying my work, but I might have been able to, mitigate the effect of it. So these are the things that I personally do. And let me tell you that if any one of you is facing this situation, if any one of you is, feeling disheartened, please do not hesitate to come to me, speak to me, call me, take my guidance. I will guide you the best I can from my personal experience and the knowledge that I have. I have been through this situation a lot of times, and as recently as with Mrs. Diva also. And I will do everything in my power to help you guys out. Okay. So, like I said, that we'll be discussing three major things today. Prevention. How can we try that? So instead of coming into firefighting mode, we should do take up little steps that could help us going forward. Then, what could be the probable solution, and how to deal with it when the situation has come up? So, first thing, a lot of us think about, copywriting, trademarking, or patents. So, when I was starting, I thought that probably I had no knowledge of copyrights and trademarks, and I thought that maybe I should get my idea copyright, I should get a trademark. So, guys, let me just inform you that you cannot copyright your business idea. So, business copywriting is not, there is no such concept, even though, because I know that this video will be watched in a lot of in a lot of countries, and the laws of the land are very different. So some laws that are there in India are different than what they are outside, and I would really ask all of you to take, before you go in for copywriting and trademarking, take up legal help, consult with a lawyer, and then decide what you want to do. What I am telling you is basically, some knowledge that I gathered over a period of time during the research, and some general things. So first of all, that you cannot copyright your idea, and so what I think is that when we are doing something, we think that if I cannot copyright it, let me just trademark it. So guys, let me tell you the difference between copywriting, trademark, and patents. So the first of all, copyright is for some tangible, mostly artistic work. So for example, music, for example, literary work, lyrics, books, if you have written any books, if you have any paintings, or if you have any pictures, if you're clicking pictures, and creative. So copyright is for these things. So Ritu is saying, yeah, you told me earlier. Thank you so much for okay. So Ritu, because now you are talking about this, let me just tell you guys, see, these are my notes. I have to prepare so much, and I have to study so much to keep myself updated and help you guys, because if I am not updated, and if I am not able to provide the right knowledge to you guys, then how will we all move further? So this is my preparation, and I take up a lot of time in doing my research and preparing for it. But thank you so much, Ritu. You are my constant supporter, and I'm very grateful to God and Vinisha that I have you in my life. Okay, so we just talked about copywriting. Copywriting is mostly for artistic work, which is tangible. Then trademarking is done for words, names, then symbols that represent a company or a product or a service, or logo or slogan, or for example, holograms, or any gestures or animations that that represent a company or a product or a big business. So for example, Nike's logo, that tick mark logo, that is a trademark for Nike. If you have guys seen Coca-Cola's red color, the red color that is there on the bottle, that shade, that particular shade is a trademark of Coca-Cola company. And then patents basically are a way to, for inventors to protect their rights to their inventions that are original and that have industrial utility. So we all understand that most of us do not fall in this category, especially when we are selling a product or selling something that has a process attached to it, we really cannot get our idea copyright or trademark. But still, I would say that if you guys want to take it up legally, then speak to a lawyer and get complete knowledge before you take a step ahead. And then we also have to remember that all of these have validity. You have to renew your copyright and trademark. I'm not very sure about the patent and what is the duration of when you get a patent to something. I think that it lasts for a very long time. But still, in short, taking litigation or taking a legal course of action is very difficult, time consuming, and the enforcement is very difficult. And you know, it is possible for people who have a team of legal people working for them. So let's keep aside this copywriting and trademark. Now let's come to the prevention. So I have listed down around 12 steps that I personally like to follow and would like you also to note them down and work according to them. And once again, I'm saying, guys, let me know if this thing has happened to you. Let me know if someone has copied your product. Write it down in the comments and tell me what did you do, how has it worked out for you, what was the solution that you used, and how do you think it has helped you. If not, just share your experience with me, and if you want to keep it anonymous, then you can message me also. So, guys, for prevention, let's just remember first thing that we have to focus on the execution of an idea. It is very rare in today's time that the idea is very unique and nobody has done it nobody has done it ever before in the times in the existing times. But we have to focus on execution. We have to keep innovating very quickly, and we have to choose our niche, our target audience very, very wisely. So now, if you guys want, you can like quickly get a pencil and a paper and note down the steps. Otherwise, you will have to you're most welcome to rewatch the video also. So the first point is develop customer relationships from the day one. You have to be very careful with your clients. You have to develop that relationship that lasts for a longer duration. And it starts from the day one, from the day you pitch your product, or from the day you have done your sale, or from the day when you have started connecting with that client. You have to connect with them. I'll give you a very small example. I'm coaching one of the members, Pooja, and Pooja Jadhav. She's a very, very active member of our group also, and she's dealing into some beautiful products. Even though she's a reseller, she has a good number of clientele with whom she has made very good relationships, and they come back to her whenever they want anything, even if they are being offered same product in less pricing anywhere else. They still come back to her, and this I think is her USP. This I think is her strength. That resellers usually complain that our clients do not come back to us, and she is so wonderful with her maintaining her customer relationships that even if someone wants something, they will come back to her. And this is the kind of relationship that we have to look forward to with our clients. Then stay connected with your clients, guys. Go back to them for feedback. Ask them, how did you like my product? How did you like my service? So that you stay connected. There is always an open dialogue between you and the client, and they keep on remembering about you. They keep on remembering your product, your service, so that next time when they want something, or the next time when they're looking for something, they should come back to you and ask first whether you have this product. Can you send it to me? Or whether are you providing this service as of now or not? Then you can, probably one of the ways of doing this is wish them on the special days. Now, this is especially for women who are into baking of cakes, muffins, or things like these, plus gifting items. So if you are into these kind of businesses, then you should definitely keep a track of special days and festivals and wish your clients and send them a reminder message. So for example, if Holi is coming now, send them a reminder message, personal message I'm talking about, WhatsApp message. Send them a reminder that Holi is just around the corner and we have introduced this new range of products starting from this pricing. Would you be interested in it? Or if it is okay, I'm just sending you one of the pictures of the, or one collage that I made of the product, kind of a preview. Tell them that you want to make them feel special. Tell them that it is a preview and it is not public as of now, but they are your esteemed clients. That is why they have this privilege of seeing this new product first. So it makes them feel very special. I'll give you a small example. Whenever there's a sale in there's a sale in Marks and Spencers, they send out this SMS to all their clients that there is a preview sale for for their esteemed clients or for their members. But if you take a look at their database, or if you take a look at to whom they're sending out this message, they send out this message to everybody who has shopped with them even once. They have their phone number, they keep their phone number, and they send this message to everybody. But it just makes the client feel special. So there is no harm in doing that. So just remember and keep this point in your mind, that can stay connected and inform them about the new products that you're coming up with. Then it's very important for you to narrate your story behind a particular product or for a service. And it probably is the best way for you to make your clients remember that this product belongs to you. Create that connection and share. If you remember, I keep on telling you guys that go live, discuss, tell, inform, and share with your clients. This is something that comes in very handy. Narrate your whole story. Tell them what made you invent that product. Tell them how were you inspired, or what led you to develop that service, or what led you to develop that product. It is very important, guys, and I'll give you a very small example of it. You all know Shruti Bansal. She's a very active member of our group, and she is known for her trucks. So Shruti Bansal is now synonymous to truck. She's called the truck lady. So do you understand that anybody, whenever, for example, if I'm seeing any product trucks on the gifting trucks on my screen on Facebook, I immediately relate it to Shruti. And this is the kind of connection you guys have to make. I have seen a lot of people selling those trucks, but every time I see that truck, that gifting truck, Shruti comes to my mind. This is something that we should target, that our product, our service, we should be so connected with our clients. They should remember our story. They should know that this product, no, this belongs to this lady. I have seen her story. I have seen her talking on screen about how she came up with this thing. And this is very important. And this is why going live. So connect. Why I keep telling you to go live is to connect with your clients, share with them, tell them, inform them about your business. So a lot of times, some people tell me that our line of business is not where I can just go live, and what will I talk? What will I explain? So this is my suggestion to these people, that if you do not have anything to explain about your line of work, talk about how you came into it. Talk about what led you to, start a particular service. Talk about your story. Talk about the hardships. There are a lot of ideas, guys. Watch my videos earlier that I have shared and see what all ideas you can, use and go live. So, then the fourth point is always use your logo as a watermark whenever you are posting any creative online. So if you are posting pictures, then make sure that you add your logo on the picture, make it transparent and towards the center of the whole creative and photo. Make it transparent so that it is visible very lightly, but make sure that you put it there. If you see the creatives that I post, you will always see that I make it a point of posting Mrs. Diva's logo on the pictures. And it is very important, guys. One, you have to respect your brand. You have to respect your work. If you do not respect it, others are not going to respect it. So it has to start from you. It has to start from yourself only. And then fifth point is that all your products must have your logo sticker. It could be very small. And it could be small, it could be big, but you have to put, or you have to use that adhesive. Hey, we have Ruta with us. Hi Ruta, how are you doing? How is the weather in Italy now? Now Delhi is a little bit warm, so you can just tell us how is the Ritu has a question, how to make it transparent. So Ritu, I know that you are using Canva to make your creatives. If you see, if you're using it, then whenever you post an image, whenever you click on the image, it comes onto your sheet, your creative. On the top right corner, you will see the option of transparency. It's a small box kind of thing with dotted dots, and then it is into a box shape. If you click on it, you can decrease the transparency. It starts from 100, which is that which means that it is opaque, and if you decrease it, it will keep getting transparent. If you still don't understand it, let me know. I'll create a short video, very quick video, and post it for all of you. So I was saying that the fifth point is that all your products must have a sticker of your logo. So this is for people who are selling products. So Ruta is saying that it is cold, but soon will get better. Oh, great. That's awesome. Okay. So this sticker that is on your product could be very small. It's absolutely fine. And remember that if you are giving your products to resellers also, we are going to discuss it in solution as in the points where I'm talking about collaboration. But I want to mention it here that if you are giving your products for reselling, make sure that you put a small logo sticker as well on the product. It could be a very, with a very strong adhesive, so that anybody is not able to like rip it off without any, without letting you, or without anyone noticing, basically. So the point is that people should know that this product belongs to you. Now the sixth point is, giving amazing customer service. So you have to be great at customer service, which we have already talked about. That be great at customer service. Talk to them if they are facing any problem with your product. Go that extra mile and solve it for them. They will remember it always. So Ruta has a question. Can we use Google Slideshow option instead of Canva? Absolutely. If you want to use that, Ruta, Google Slideshow, it also works great. It's just that I am using Canva. That's why I keep talking about Canva all the time. But feel free to use any option that you want to. So the seventh point is share original feedback. Guys, it is very important. I always tell you, whatever WhatsApp messages you get from your clients, post them on your page, post them on your profile. If your client doesn't want to, want you to post it in public with their name, you can just, hide their name and their phone number, but post it. It is very important. It gives a very, very good impression to the new clients who come onto your page. If you are able to get a video feedback, that is amazing, that is wonderful. But if you do not have video feedback, post WhatsApp feedbacks itself. They work wonderfully. So feedbacks are a must. Then mention on your page, mention on your Facebook that your product is original and it was created by you. It is very important for people to know. It is very important that you should tell them that this product was originally invented by you, started by you, or it came into existence because of you. You're most welcome, Ruta. So mention it on your page that you were the one who originally, started it. And then the ninth point that I have is that if you have a process, if you're making something and it needs some kind of process, don't discuss it easily with anyone. Sometimes we we think that it's okay for us to discuss how we are making something with our friends. Giving an overview is okay, but then do not discuss about ingredients, and do not discuss about how much quantity you are putting into it. Because I'm not saying that your friend has a bad intention, but at times we never know. She might say it in front of someone, or she might, accidentally discusses it with someone else. So try and avoid doing that. Do not like discuss or reveal the complete process. It is always better to keep it to your own self, and we are not distrusting anyone, but it is just that we also want to protect our own product and our own creation. So, moving on to the 10th point, be very, very careful about collaboration, guys. Now, this is very important because I tell you all that collaboration is very important. So it becomes even more important for you to be very careful. Think who you want to collaborate with. See why you want to collaborate, for which product and service you want to collaborate. And especially if you're collaborating for exclusive products, be very careful, guys. Post your logo sticker on your product. Then, while you are collaborating with a reseller, talk in advance about your branding. Make sure that you are very clear whether they will be promoting it as their own brand or your own brand, and take a decision after you have put in a huge amount of thought to it. Then think and strategize your collaborations a bit. Just don't collaborate with anybody. Just don't collaborate with every second person who is coming. So think whether you want it to be done right now, whether this is the right person for it or not. Now, next point is very important, guys, and most of us forget about it, and most of us, or maybe ignore it, which is signing an NDA. NDA is non-disclosure agreement, which you should sign when you are giving out info to people who you are outsourcing your work to. You can or for example, we hire virtual assistants, VAs at times, or we outsource, or we sometimes outsource our social media marketing to somebody, but we do not get an NDA signed. NDAs are important. They are not a very, very legal this thing binding for the other person, but it acts as a deterrent. So NDA is it's a very simple agreement, and you will find the format on Google. It just says that the information that I'm sharing with you, the information that is very specific to my company, very specific to the products and services I'm dealing with, you will not share it with your other clients. So, Ruta is saying, I did collaboration after watching your previous video. That helped me a lot. Thank you so much for the idea. You're most welcome, Ruta. And I really hope it works out great for you in future as well. So, we were just talking about the NDA. NDA is non-disclosure agreement, guys. And if you are dealing in products and services that have been, especially products, do make sure that before you give out information to anybody, make them sign NDA. Then the last point here for prevention is keep a track of the competition. Notice the gaps. Notice which all new targets, segments they are targeting, which all new markets they are targeting, and you will see the opportunity for you to pitch your products in there. So yes, this thing also has a silver lining. If someone, or if you have a competition, if they have copied your product, do a thorough study. Keep a track of them. Keep a track of the people who are commenting on their pictures. Keep a track of the people who are liking their products, and see whether I have missed that market or not. If you think that you have missed that market, then make sure that you target this new market also. So I'll give you a very small example. That for this thing, ये आपका जो cosmetic line होता है, for them it is very important. Sometimes we think that anti-aging products are only for women from 35 years old and above. But if there is a new person, or if there is a new company who has released a similar product, they might also be targeting 25-year-olds and tell them that it is also a preventive measure. So you will know that, okay, I was targeting 35 years or 35 years and above. Now I can also target 25 years. So that opens a huge new market segment for you, which is very important. So that is why it becomes imperative for you to follow your competition and see what they are doing. Okay, so now we have come to the solutions, and I would really want to again mention that if any of you are facing this problem, please feel free to come back to me and we'll discuss how to tackle it. So the first thing that you can do over here as a solution, even though it is not a lot, we have already seen that there is no legal action that we can really take, and but there are still a few steps that we can follow, and like I mentioned earlier, we can mitigate the effect of it, and we can make sure that the damage that is done is minimum. So first point is bring changes to your product or services very fast. keep innovating. Even a smallest change is going to make a huge difference. You do not know. You have to be very fast in adapting new services, or in adapting new methods or ways to reach your client, or to change your product as well. Then second thing is, take it as a validation for your product and services. This is very important, guys. Know that you have started something and there is a huge market for it, which is something that you should definitely celebrate about. Then learn from your competition, gain knowledge, and use that to grow your own customer, pool. So, like I mentioned, learn, follow the competition, see who all they are targeting, and then start targeting those people. Understand that you can also target these audience in this way. So I am not asking you to start copying what your competition is doing. What I'm asking you to is to take a look at whether you have some gaps left, whether there is some target audience that you have missed out, whether there is a niche that you have missed out. If yes, then start pursuing them. Then you have to actually find new clients very quickly. So up your game with referencing, and up your game in advertising and marketing. And then what I would also suggest is open a dialogue. Call and talk to that person who you think is copying your product or your service, because it doesn't have to be confrontational. Your tone, it doesn't have to be confrontational at all. You can just simply put your point across, and you know share with them that I'm feeling this thing. At times it is unintentional, guys. Give that benefit of doubt to the other person. At times they might not have realized that they are doing it. So give them this benefit of doubt, and open a dialogue with them. Start a call, just pick up your phone and call them. Speak. I know that this conversation could be very embarrassing and weird also, because no one would agree that they have copied. But you never know, in the long run it could give you a solution. They might realize that they are doing what they're doing is wrong, and they might change the way that they are working. And then maybe you can also offer a collaboration to them. So after you have opened this dialogue and you see that this person is very positive, and that person is responding very well to you, you can tell them that fine, let's work together. Let's think of something wherein we can both do it, and we can find a way where we can add more value to more lives. So think about that. You can offer collaboration to them. And then so if um okay, I will not say that if nothing is working out. I will say that this point is very important, as a preventive measure also, and as a solution also. Think and understand what's your USP, what is your unique selling point, what makes you you, and inform people about it. If you are using some ingredient that is good for health, but your competition is not doing that, or they don't even know about it, tell people that this is something that I am using and I am doing, and you will find it only with my product. This is my unique selling point. This is my strength. This is my USP. Use your strengths, guys. Always play on your strengths. Know yourself. Brainstorm. If you want to brainstorm with me, come to me. We'll talk about it. We'll do the SWOT analysis. We'll do all the exercises, and we'll come up with the strengths, your strengths that you have to play with. So it was just about informing people. Tell them that your quality is better. And some people value quality over money. There are a lot of people these days who value quality over quantity, and they will definitely listen to you, guys. So now let's come to the last part of the video, which is how to deal with it. It is a very, very small part. And I would say the most important part. First thing is that understand that the biggest roadblock is your mind. The biggest roadblock is our mental block that we have, and we feel disheartened. Don't feel disheartened, guys. Don't feel sad. It is actually not, not the end of the world. These things happen. Shit happens. And this is just one of those things that has happened to you. And in this current moment, it might seem very, very sad and disheartening, but please, please, please don't, lose your confidence, or don't lose your motivation. Don't feel threatened. Next is, don't feel threatened, guys. Trust yourself, trust your decisions, trust your own instincts. Remind yourself that there was a reason why you started with this product or with this service, and at that time you did not need anybody's validation. Why do you need anybody's validation now? So remember and remind, keep reminding yourself that this is something that is a hurdle and I will overcome it. Don't feel threatened. You nobody can take your talent away, guys. Remember yourself, remember this thing and remind yourself that nobody can take away my talent. It was my talent only that in the first place led someone else to copy my product or my service. So you will never fall short of ideas, guys. Trust yourself. So the most important thing I would say is trust yourself, and trust yourself. Then I know that copying is stupid, but you will have to tell yourself that people do things that are not right. But for those who are doing original work, it works as a great moral booster and confidence booster, guys. It is a great motivator. So when I see that other groups and other people are copying the ideas, they are also now doing a lot of live videos and everything. I know that they can do it. This service is open for everybody. Facebook does this or gives this option to everybody. But my ideas are original. I know that if someone is copying my ideas, that means that I have the ability to lead that market. I have the ability. My ideas are so great that people want to copy them, and it acts as a motivator for me. I think a lot then, and I come up with a lot of new ideas, so my model is boosted up, my confidence is boosted up with it. So the last thing is that I really want to say that don't hold yourself back when this thing happens. Don't stop sharing your products, don't stop sharing your ideas, don't hold yourself back, otherwise you're going to lose business, which is very important thing, guys. You will stop informing your clients and they'll stop in coming to you. Don't hold yourself back. Let the customer decide who is better, which product is better, and who is giving a better service. Don't hold yourself back from sharing, and be yourself. You are great, guys. All of you are great, and you should know it. Remember it, that you are great, and this idea that you came up with, you will come up with 100 more ideas. I'm 100% sure. And of course, I will always be here to help you all. And with this, I think I have covered all the points majorly. These are not very specific to any particular business. If anybody is facing a particular problem, then come up for a personal session and speak to me. We'll deal with that problem individually. And until we meet next time, guys, thank you so much, everybody, for being with me. And keep supporting Mrs. Eva like this only. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.